Today we will be testing the weighted Harrell Davis Quantile Estimator with absolute deviation.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the weighted Harrell Davis Quantile Estimator with absolute deviation. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 57 different strategies, with 14 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 767 indicators, with 308 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 16 of the winning indicators. 7 of them have been able to maintain the winning status. The best one, a 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of the strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. All right, so today's indicator is the weighted Harrell Davis Quantile Estimator with absolute deviation. Quite a mouthful. This one was requested by one of the viewers, and so you can see it here on screen. And so basically we have the center line kind of running through the screen there, interacting with price action, and we have these zones or areas that is creating above and below that center line. And so as you can see, because this is a weighted indicator, it is creating these zones, or these zones are kind of ballooning in the direction that trend is going in. And so anytime we get a nice push to the upside, you can see that we get kind of a balloon of the blue section to the top side there. And anytime we get a push to the downside in a downward trend, we get that balloon to the downside that kind of starts to overtake. And so what we're going to do though is we're going to trade this just as a kind of center line break, if you will. That's the best way to call it. And so basically what we're looking for is when price action breaks down below the center line into the red zone, we are going to go short. When it breaks up above that center line into the blue zone, then we are going to go long. So that's how we're going to test it today. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see that right here as we get our break to the upside here into this blue section. And then we get a nice push to the upside there, which does come up and get us to our take profit. Looks like we do come down though right here, and we break down and close into the red zone there. That one though was stopped out pretty much immediately as the very next candle switches direction and comes back up, closing back into the blue zone. And then we get a push to the upside. Let's just double check the tail on this. Yep, we stayed within our stop, but we did get a nice push back to the upside there, which that one does come up and get us to our take profit as well. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up a short signal here as we break to the downside there. We get a little bit of a push to the downside on this candle right here, but it's not quite enough to get us to our take profit. And price rolls under and then starts to push its way back to the upside. We do get this break to the upside there, back into the blue area. My question though is whether or not this one right here comes back and closes back into the red zone there. Let's just see here if we can. So what I'm looking at are the coordinates here right above where my mouse is. So if I mouse over this candle here, we can see that the middle line there is going to be the kind of center line, I guess you can call it. And so that's at 1.7720. That candle closes at 1.77222. And so we were above that when it closed, so it does not close back down below. Let's check the wick on this though and see if it stays within our stop. Our stop is 150. 225 is our stop. So it stays within our stop and then makes a really nice push to the upside there. That does come up and get us to our take profit as well. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing so that way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what that was able to achieve, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. So this is our Discord server here. It's free to join. We have quite a few different channels for people to hang out and discuss different things about trading. We do have a Patreon only channel here, and so this is our Patreon only channel that I'm on now. You can see that we are posting some advanced information for our patrons to take advantage of. For example, this is Sasquatch here. He's posting pretty much every single day charts like this, where he's putting up charts where he's marked out areas of support and resistance, where there are areas of interest, highs, lows, a lot of really great information. Even sometimes put up a chart where he's looking to take a potential trade, showing exactly where the entry would be, where the stop is, where the take profit is. And so like I said, a lot of really great information here. Our admin Jay is also putting up charts like this for the futures market. So here's an example of one that our admin Jay has put up. And so like I said, a lot of great information here, even if you're not necessarily specifically looking to trade price action setup, support and resistance, and so on. Information like this is extremely valuable for you to know, so that way you can understand where these areas of support and resistance are, and you can understand how they might play a role in whatever trading system you are looking to actually use. And so like I said, if you want to excel your trading knowledge or take the next step in your trading journey, kind of understanding some of these aspects of how to mark up a chart is extremely valuable. lot of great stuff here. I highly recommend that you come and hang out with us here and take advantage of this great information that everybody is posting here for our patrons to take advantage of. All right, back to our indicator here. So let's get everything in focus. There we go. Let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have 15 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 winning trades. And so that's going to hit the 60% marker right on the nose there. A pretty solid indicator. 15 trades is a good number of trades within the 1 year's time. Is giving really decent signals. Unfortunately, though, there is one slight downfall to this, and that is when we ran into this area of consolidation right here. We got this notorious kind of whipsaw trading action going on here, where it was bouncing signals long, then short, then long, then short, then long, and so on, and creating this cluster of losing trades. But even with that cluster of losing trades, it was able to keep a really decent win rate, and it was just kind of a perfect type storm setup. You can see that there was consolidation in other areas, and it didn't quite have that same effect, but could be problematic using this as just strictly an entry indicator by itself, something to keep an eye out on. But nonetheless, this one is going to go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.